Alright, a wee bit of a bonus video today, but I just I was going to log on and do some theory crafting for a new Amon build, but I just saw the news announcement that basically Borderlands have decided to make the first bounty pack free for all players, which is just absolutely fantastic. I'm not sure how much they were planning on originally charging for this one. I think it was going to be free anyway for people that own the deluxe edition of the game, but for everyone that just bought the regular edition, they're basically saying that now you don't need to pay for it and it's free for everyone, and that was as of yesterday afternoon. So I didn't actually see this yesterday, but I've just logged on this morning and I've seen it now. So Bounty Pack 1, what does that include? So it's basically it's like a smaller piece of content. If you've ever played any of the other Borderlands game, you'll be familiar with them. If not, then it's basically like a small scale DLC, if you want to think of it that way. So I'll pop the info up on the screen here, but basically what we've got is new legendary loot. We've got new cosmetics for all the Vault Hunters, which look pretty damn cool to be honest. Some interesting colours there. Amon's looking like bloody Santa. We've got a new boss who looks very strange, very unusual. It says new legendary loot, but I'm not sure how much there is. There's a picture of 4 guns there. I'm not sure if there's going to be more than that. And it also includes some new missions as well. So they go on to say, we're stoked for you to team up with Rush and teach Minister Screw the true meaning of Mercenary Day. So Mercenary Day obviously is basically Christmas in the Borderlands universe. It's a holiday themed bounty pack, and they obviously were going to deliver this before the end of the year anyway, but it's came a lot sooner than I thought it was coming out. The team realised that there was more mayhem than time when it came to getting this into our hands, so it was originally planned, and they never wanted to slow down the mission to improve the Borderlands 4 experience, so that's really damn good news to be honest. It's absolutely brilliant stuff. In the spirit of the season, they've basically said we're giving it to free. They've made that decision, which I can't actually believe that to be honest. Usually you never really hear about that kind of stuff. It's bloody brilliant, that is. Top notch play by Borderlands right there. So they obviously just wanted to thank all the community for the passion and support towards the game and all the feedback that they've given. They're hard at work making sure that future bounty packs are more fully loaded with compelling content that we've been asking for. And in addition, they're now doing an additional bounty pack. So initially there was only plans for 4, but there's now plans for a 5th bounty pack later on next year. So obviously bounty pack 1 available now. If you've not jumped on, you can jump on and check this out now. I'll just have some gameplay in the background here just while we're talking. So you just need to go to any major hub and there should be a gift wrap present for you to interact with, which will let you start the bounty pack missions. It also includes a vault card with 4 pieces of rerollable gear, so that's probably the new legendary loot. It's basically like a battle pass almost, the way it worked. If it's the same as Borderlands 3, we've also got 24 new cosmetics in there as well. And the 5th bounty pack that they've said that they're adding, so they're just saying they're so grateful for everyone that's bought the deluxe edition and the super deluxe edition and the bounty pack bundle if you bought that separately. So now obviously the bounty pack 1 is free. They're making good on the promise of 4 packs by adding the additional 5th pack. This means that obviously players that have purchased those deluxe editions are getting the 5 bounty packs included, so if you've paid for that then you don't need to pay for any of them going forward, which is bloody brilliant. And they go on to clarify a wee bit about the distinction between bounty packs and story packs. So just like I said at the start of the video here, it's basically just a smaller scale DLC, just part of the post-launch content. Bounty packs bring new cosmetics, gear, missions and an incredible boss fight, and they're designed for early to mid-game players. Obviously late game players can do them as well. It's probably just going to be a wee bit easier for people that are fully geared, and it's going to add that cosmetic flair for the Vault Hunters as well. I kinda wish they did it was Borderlands 2, they didn't really do it in Borderlands 3, but Borderlands 2 they just sold like cosmetic packs for the Vault Hunters and it was like really cheap. It was like 79 pence for like a head or an outfit, which was just, that was brilliant. I don't know why they kind of stopped doing that. It was like really good value for money. Like you would never grudge paying such little money for a cosmetic in a game, to be honest, but yeah, they should maybe do more of that as well. And they talk a wee bit about the scope for the bounty packs, so they do mention here that it's just like the vault cards from Borderlands 3 Director's Cut DLC, so it should function pretty much the same if you played that or you're familiar with that, then it's quite similar there. And then they go on to touch a wee bit about the story pack and the first one that's coming up in Q1 of next year, which is Mad Ellie in the Vault of the Damned, so absolutely brilliant. Now Ellie's going to be back, everybody's favourite character of course, and they do say that this expansion is going to have a cosmic horror theme with a bloodier, darker tone, so that's interesting. I'm really curious to see that, and the new Vault Hunter certainly fits that theme as well. I'll pop a wee picture up on the screen. So he's called Cash with a 4 because he's a robot. They tend to do that. That's what Flak was in Borderlands 3 as well. He's a former casino dealer bot with distinctly unpredictable action skills, so not quite sure what that means. It'll be interesting to see how he plays and what he's like, but he seems, if he's a former casino dealer, maybe he was involved with the Handsome Jackpot. Curious, maybe there's like background story there. We'll just need to wait and find out for that one. And it just touches a wee bit more on the story packs, so they just talk about them basically being the meatier expansions, the DLC packs, the standalone stories, that kind of thing. It says here that each one is going to contain a new Vault Hunter as well, so that's really good to hear because they didn't add any post-launch DLC Vault Hunters for Borderlands 3, which I think was a huge loss, so it's really good to see that we're going to be getting that. There's a lot more info on this in the post-launch roadmap, which I'll pop down in the description of the video. They also say there's going to be more expansion, including a free takedown content, which was some of the best content for previous games. They've heard fan feedback, they want more in-game challenges and more ways to utilise supremely powerful Vault Hunter builds. And they're excited to confirm they've started development on takedown content, and it will be included in a free update in 2026. In this takedown, you can expect extremely challenging gauntlet through a new area, including hordes of enemies, new boss encounters, and we'll look forward to sharing more when we can. So this is all absolutely brilliant news. The only other thing they mention here in this blog post is the Invincible boss. So we've got the first Invincible boss, Bloom Reaper, arriving in December, so not long for that one, along with a new Ultimate Vault Hunter mode level 6 for extra difficulty. So the Invincible is a throwback to the raid bosses of previous games, if you're not familiar with these as well. They're obviously not unkillable, it's just a name to dictate how difficult they are and how much health they have and how strong they are. They're basically like massive raid bosses, and from previous experience they're really goddamn hard. I remember really struggling with some of the ones in Borderlands 2 to be honest, but they say they're also planning on adding more in-game improvements in the short and long term to make sure it's more engaging, and they say that obviously people have poured a lot of time into their Vault Hunter and they want to make sure that you're rewarded for putting all that effort in, and there'll be more detail on that to follow. And then finally they just touch on about rolling larger updates out each month with balance changes and weekly updates to refresh the weekly activities and any issues and things like that, so all stuff that you would expect. And they close the blog post by just saying thanks to everyone for all the feedback and all the support that they put into the game. So you can jump on, check this out now, just a short little update video. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one, found it helpful. If you have, I'd really appreciate it if you drop a like, subscribe if you're new here, and I'll catch you in the next one.